Greetings, hello, welcome back to some more of the Chosen. A troop column is in the menu of the day. Now this is a very fully maxed out squad in terms of character ranks.
Our position is masked.
Everything except for our officer is master sergeant. Everything, everyone. You know, things, you are very valued, whatever. Yeah. I've had some really crappy missions on train yards.
Attacking here.
Confirmed. Moving.
Make sure we have nothing here on our flank. We might be able to use the top of this as our high ground for our sniper.
Position confirmed.
Moving to designated position.
Check out the right side. Nothing.
Rolling.
Just in case we run out of grenades, right? Because 6 grenades are not enough. Yeah, that's as great as airdrop is. I think it loses a little bit of its value when you get the green grenade launchers and everybody has like 6 grenades on them anyway. Except for like the big missions, HQs, story missions, that kind of jazz.
Aye, Chief.
Headed there now.
Here, then you can run over the top.
That's affirmative.
Showing us absolutely nothing. Cool.
Attacking that area.
Outing with somebody with a rifle when you have vigilance always feels a little bit on the risky side.
Moving.
I'm gonna go up there, open the door,
New position confirmed.
and
Affirmative.
get in there.
Running. In cover.
Zone war. That's still so much room to the left where enemies could be. Would be almost found something, but not really.
Confirmed. We've got an enemy squad here.
I saw that. You saw it. We all saw it.
I've got eyes on one of them here.
5 or so enemies. Slightly bigger group.
Good to go.
And a lot of them.
Alpha dumped. Holy ass!
Got it covered.
We'll just see how they move. Okay, they move further away, or they move a little bit further to the right. We're gonna group up everything. Is this gonna be another one of those one pull and it's all over missions? Do that. Why put everything in one small tiny space there?
Moving out.
Is this a smart idea?
On the way.
A smarter idea to do that fire. It might not be a smart idea, but it looks like an incredibly fun idea. So let's just pop a grenade over there and see what happens. Right?
Grenade! Found something. Multiple hostiles eliminated.
Free destroyed.
Cover's blown.
Here's the question. It's very tasty. Who's your buddy? Tidor. So we want to have Tidor do something useful first. You then teamwork him? I don't know. I don't know if we actually have to do that. One thing we want to do though is rapidly deploy something like over here.
Something to remember me by.
If we can get a stun on the Andromedon, that's a lot of problems right off the table here. And a shutdown on the mech. Beautiful. The best strategy anyone could ever suggest for this game is just get lucky. It makes things so much easier. If I do that, I don't really have anything to do with a second shot. Yeah, let me just do a quick count. Active 7, right? Those 3 would die in the chaining jolt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think we need to teamwork, assuming you do not see the longbow. So I guess
On the move. Die sustaining. He's down.
we snipe the Archon. The one enemy that's not on low ground. We don't get that from above.
Might be something we could use here. Kill confirmed.
Might be something we could use here.
It might be something we can use here, I think. Ah, that was a decent activation.
Position confirmed.
Not sure if we can blow this open a little bit, but we'll try.
Here, catch.
I think we have the grenades to spare. I mean, I blew it open a little bit.
Okay. Dibs. Don't take it personally. They would have gotten to you one way or another.
How do we get the longbow? I have an idea, which is a stupid idea.
Heading out. Target locked.
But hey, if it's stupid but it works, is it really stupid?
Grab that bot.
Put you down. Night sweet prince.
Let's take it.
On the way. Got the goods here.
And steady here, I think. Or
Locked and
reload and steady.
Staying put.
Oh, and they're the last guys. Hero is a little bit exposed if we get yellow alerted here.
ET's trying to crawl up my flank.
Happen.
I'm relocating. Yeah, I'll take that.
Actually, that sentry is probably the hardest to reach. Can we... Mac and the two guys below? No. I'll just take this.
Deploying the jack.
I take a little bit extra intel, please. Thank you very much.
We're through. Boom.
Okay, Sergeant needs to be taken care of. Got a flank here.
Targeting system must be busted. X-ray neutralized.
Right.
Confirmed.
All that loot before it expires.
Got the goods here.
Good core. Good pickup. And another double core, because why not? Only one target. No point double tapping. Man, I'm so happy we got that high ground for our sniper.
Taken care of.
Because we've only been shooting enemies that were also on high ground. Trojan.
Aye, Chief. I have it.
The laser sights.
Throwing grenade.
Another grenade for good measure, and then I can probably finish off with Mick. Unless we roll a high damage crit here. Okay.
Heading there now.
Oop.
Target neutralized. Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Well, we took 1 point of damage from a yellow alert shot. I'm okay with that. I could have probably, I don't know, with Tito out in the open, should have given him an 8 protocol before doing the hack on the Andromedon or anything like that. But with a squad like that, I end up being a little bit sloppy in the play.
Oh, that's a cute pose.
No matter what, triple kill from a chaining jolt is peak chaining jolt territory, I think.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration numbers are reportedly at their highest level in recent years.
Not a single casualty reported, Commander. I hope all of our deployments go this well.
7 days. He's with somebody in the infirmary. That feels like really long injury time for 1 point of damage.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
We got the final spark armors, a bunch of instant autopsies.
This, as if
The
the typical
Zerka?
muton wasn't aggressive enough. This hulking beast seems dangerous even in death. Physically, these
Huh?
shield
Very
bearers are
late
not
for
all
the
that
shield bearer.
dissimilar from their various Advent peers. Their armor is perhaps the most distinctive feature differentiating this
And a lot of these feel very late, but on the other hand,
I
also
will make that our highest priority.
don't do much anyway.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
The weapon. Okay, alright. So, this is the refraction field we were briefly talking about last episode, 2 episodes ago, I don't know. So, we might just pick that up. For reconcealment options, we also have the Mutant Elite for Dragon Rounds and Blaster Gauntlet, Carapace, this is all good stuff. And the Sector Pod for the Mark III Gremlins. Decisions. We had a 3rd sector pod. I would probably do this, but this is basically do the sector pod autopsy and then we can build 1 gremlin. Let's do Mutant Elite.
I agree. That is an important task, Commander.
Then I think it's about time we take a look at the black side. Maybe. Let's wait for the bond training and the whatever that is to finish. You know, let's wait for supply drop. Get a fresh number of supplies. Get some stuff from the black market, and with all of that together, we're gonna take a look at the black side. Jailbreak. Yeah, that's our main problem right now, that we don't really have that many missions. or regions where we can run missions. How are we actually looking in terms of ranks? A full page of Master Sergeant. So, not too concerned about not running missions. Pick that one.
Commander, if we want to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project, we should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
True. More Viper King. Yeah, he's been kinda missing in action for a while, so I think we gotta take that opportunity. That is a mission I'm willing to boost.
Setting course for Western Europe.
Yeah, let's get these guys that were just on that mission in again here. That was a fairly successful mission, I want to say. Now I think we gotta be a little bit more picky with who we take here, because we have a low timer. We're gonna need to boost. And by more picky, I mean let's just bring our Master Sergeants again. Did we just get incendiary bombs, right? Yeah. Then put you in training. Thinking about that last episode, and then I kind of forgot to do it. Hypothetically speaking, that is barely putting me over. So could we just then also get your bondmate in here? Yeah, we can make this work. Okay. Maybe the Arashi, or we could build a proper shotgun for you. First of all, take the scattergun. Put it in your hands. Oh, sorry. Let's just get a beam storm gun. Yes, we're gonna fix your arms. What do we have? Good loader. Good laser sights. Looks good to me. Even for 7 people, 5-day infiltration time. That's kind of nuts. That's I guess we have infiltrator here, right? Yeah. That's such a huge difference. I think let me actually just for demonstration purposes, if I remove the officer here, it still goes down. I actually thought the infiltration time would go up, even though we have 1 less person. Not because we're losing out on the bonus, but yeah. It went down by 9 hours. For comparison, if I get you out, it goes down by a whole day. So yeah, so definitely a difference the officer skills make here. It's not just infiltrator, right? We also looking. Is our fixed teams kind of thing paying off? Yeah. I mean, 14, 11, and 9 with the people that are in your squad permanently. Alright.
Sky Ranger deploy.
In position to drop.
Heal some points of strength over there.
Setting course for the West African sector.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
The elders have blessed.
Take a long while for him to actually reach full knowledge.
Stronger than ever.
Meet a faceless.
Our cooperation has proven to be a boon to the Resistance.
Carry on. 1911 supplies. Hey, there is a lot of income. Actually, let's check the covert actions first. Yeah.
Chance to disrupt the elders' plans has presented itself, and my
Troop column, of course, always nice. Supply depot in New Arctic, because it's rank 6, right? Mobility training. Now you're speaking my language. That's then always the question of, do you take that on somebody who has not great mobility and you want to help them out, or do you take it on someone who already has high mobility to go even more nuts? And yeah, I saw Turtle, I'm like, oh, we need to do side training, and I still didn't do it. God damn it. It must be frustrating to watch me play sometimes. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, maybe we put Swifty in for mobility training. Like, his whole thing is he should be getting hit and run rapid fire shots, so he needs to get flanks, so he needs to be fast. Gotta go fast.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
Fortress, Facewalk, Domination. Let me double check. Do I have anything fancy on you so far? I do have pistol skills. Like, domination is great, right? Facewalk could also be really nice. Question is, what do we... I think we only get one more chance for a skill selection. I wouldn't want to miss out on domination. And even though it's just a single guy training, we go double. Oh boy.
Avenger plotting new course.
Firing in 6 hours. Then again, is it worth scanning for 46 hours here? Just to get like 80 supplies? I don't think that's worth my scanning time. It feels wasteful, but whatever.
Plotting new course.
I can get 1900 supplies here, scanning half the amount of time.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market
Rich.
is open.
But kind of rich. Alright, give me some alloys. And some crystals. I'm taking the neat laser sights. What else do we have? Bandit mag, suppressor, ashore. Spear perception. Oh, that seemed pretty good. How long until we have this? Let's set up the black site.
Setting course for
Really
Sector
deading around
11,
for way too
West
long.
Africa.
Alright, so which squad is gonna be the one? I think that the one on the mission seems like a good start, right? Gunner Specialist Shinobi Sai. Yeah, let's start with this. We want a proper sharpshooter here. At least. Let's get Landon and Olga in here. Pyro. And we're gonna go with the full 8 people here, that's for sure. We double up on the gunners. So I think it's either these two or we go with Pablo and Rebecca. Yeah, I'd like having the extra Overwatch here. Although I gotta say, last mission there's some really crappy Overwatch shots there, Rebecca. I mean, 78 aim at Gunnery Sergeant feels not very great. Gotta be honest. And then best plating. Yeah. We're gonna build armors here. You might also need... we're gonna need some more tactical vests if we want to equip them on everybody. Do have a sniper rifle for you. Apparently there's a ghost rifle with some attachments still. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so we need a plasma sniper. 2 more scram guns if we can afford them. Lance. Delirium is going to be the deciding factor here. And I'm intentionally like not clicking the make items available button, but rather just trying to get everybody their own gear, because I'm lazy, and if everybody gets their own gear, I never have to make any stuff available again, right? Oh yeah, a beam grenade launcher. Probably. Alright, let's get this stuff here kitted out. Again, for the people with like scram guns who are probably never shooting anyway. I don't want to waste any of the good attachments. So my typical go-to is advanced scope, loader, and suppressor. Pretty good setup for your sniper rifle there. Probably want some blue screens. I think I want another nanomed kit, grenade launcher. Let's see. Something warsuit.
We're calling this heavy power armor the war suit. This is as tough and strong as we can make it, with plenty of power for handling heavy weapons.
Okay, so technically we would need 2 more armors, beam grenade launcher. Everybody has upgraded to tactical vests now. Can we afford that? That's really the deciding factor here. I think the grenade launcher is the most important upgrade here. 10 crystals, okay. I think I want at least an armor for you, because you're not gonna have any vest. Probably I don't have enough grenades. What? It's in a bomb place. Do I actually need another plasma grenade? Enough money to buy proper armor for everybody. Since you're mostly gonna be in concealment, hopefully, I'd rather have the armor here. Nanomed kit. Apparently, this is our 9th nanomed kit. What? Regular one. Looking reasonably fine. If we waited for the mutant autopsy, we could get a blaster gauntlet, but I think it's fine. I think this is a good squad for the mission at hand. Could make an argument on these big missions to have 2 snipers. We're gonna be cheesing the game, you know, by scouting and then setting up overwatches just outside of the enemy vision range. Yeah, tactics.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
This, let me actually just earmark the boost here, because we know we needed it anyway. That leaves me with 130 intel. 30 I have then for another boost if I need it. So I think we can spend the 100 on making contact. Now where do we want to make contact? Cheap contact. I mean, this is probably going to be a cursed region, right? Because next to Liberated, this is not going to be good for missions. In fact, I don't think any region at this point is going to be reasonable strength for missions. 78 legions over 12 regions. So what? 6.5 strength on average. That's a lot of strength. Hey, if there's a strength 10 region, then we can also have a strength 2, right? A little bit above, a little bit below. Now I was thinking maybe we go to Eastern US so we can do a facility. Just nip this in the bud before it becomes a problem. Or, I mean, eventually this guy needs to do the research on something. What's our objective right now? Exile mission. Codex brain. Oh, we have a shadow chamber.
The shadow chamber is up and running. All we have to do now is put it to use.
Could have done the codex brain like ages ago. Okay, let's wait with expanding then. Once this is complete,
we have made a number of new discoveries, Commander.
We'll queue up the sector pods. We'll queue up rounds.
We'll get started right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is complete.
And we'll do the codex thing. Just so that we know where the next story mission is and that we can expand in the right direction. There was large supply crate extraction here. I said 100%. We could and probably should over-infiltrate that a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can get it down to vulnerable.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Infiltrators expired. There it is. Vulnerable 10 to 12. Large crate extraction. And this is the squad. We'll do that one. Yeah, in the next episode, do the Codex autopsy thing so that we can also find out where the next story mission is and then go from there. But for now, we're going to put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.